and not all of them will have good intentions. We need to make sure the squirrels stay safe."
"I like the sound of that," Merle said. "Plus, it's not only people we have to worry about. Your kitty cat's intentions are also not that great."
Merle was referring to Mr. Nemesis, the Gomez family cat, who was not at all happy about having to share his house and people with a couple of ancient rodents. Since Merle and Pearl had arrived, Mr. Nemesis had spent a lot of time shut up in Jane's room. "We'll need to install a security system," Dr. Gomez said. "I'll pick one up Monday after work." Michael liked the idea of a security system, but he was worried about the squirrels staying at home by themselves before it got put in. "Maybe I should take Merle and Pearl with me to school on Monday, since Mom and Jane will be at school." Mrs. Gomez taught part-time at Jane's preschool.
"Yes!" Merle exclaimed. "Chicken nuggets!"
Merle was fond of accompanying Michael to school, where this wonderful and exotic dish, to Merle, was a staple on the lunch menu. It even made up for having to stay crammed inside Michael's backpack most of the day. "That's probably our best option, or at least until the security system is up and running," Dr. Gomez said. "I know I can't bring them to work, but be careful, and either Mom or I will need to drive you to school." "We can't do this forever," Michael said. "What are we going to do in the long run?" Dr. Gomez sighed. "That's what I need to figure out." Chapter 3. Monday morning, Michael, Jane, and the squirrels gathered around the table for breakfast before school. "I've got something for you, Merle and Pearl," Jane chirped, holding up 2 sets of tiny clothing. "Do you like them?"
What are they?"
Merle asked, munching on an acorn. "Outfits," Jane replied. "I think they're lovely," Pearl said. "Where did you get them?" "From my dolls." Jane held the miniature dress up to Pearl. "I thought they would be good disguises and look cute on you." Michael laughed so hard he nearly passed the hard-boiled egg he was eating through his nose. "Yeah, Merle, you'll look adorable."
"I'm not putting that on,"
Merle protested. "You most certainly are," Pearl crossed her paws. It would be rude not to accept Jane's offer. "Yeah, Merle, rude," Michael teased. "Thank you, Jane," Pearl said, ignoring Michael. "This is very thoughtful of you." Merle sighed.
"Fine."
He grabbed his outfit and disappeared behind a box of Cocoa Fluffies to change. Jane handed Pearl her outfit, and she joined her husband behind the cereal box. "Michael, Jane," Mrs. Gomez called from the living room. "Are you finished with breakfast? We need to get going." "Almost," Michael responded, shoveling the last of his Cocoa Fluffies into his mouth. "Jane, is Mrs. Nemesis in your room? Did you shut the door?" Mrs. Gomez asked. "Yes, Mama," Jane responded. A faint cat yowl sounded from down the hall. Meow. As Mrs. Gomez walked into the kitchen, Merle and Pearl stepped out from behind the cereal box, looking like squirrel versions of George and Martha Washington. "Oh, aren't you two adorable?" Mrs. Gomez squealed, her voice almost drowned out by the sound of Michael's laughter. Chapter 4. A narrow and shifty pair of cat eyes peered out of Jane's bedroom window as Mrs. Gomez pulled out of the driveway to take the kids and squirrels to school. You can tell how happy a dog is by how fast it wags its tail. The faster the wag, the happier the dog. It's the opposite for cats, and the speed of Mr. Nemesis's tail movements made it clear that this was one annoyed feline. "Meow," Mr. Nemesis said, followed by a long string of other grouchy-sounding meows and growls. If you were to translate those sounds into English, they might have sounded something like a villain's monologue. "I've had quite enough of those 2 overprivileged rodents," Mr. Nemesis groused. "Oh, look at us. We're so old," he sneered. "We're so cute. We speak human. Big deal. I'm the little cutesy putty around here." Mr. Nemesis leaped from the windowsill over to Jane's bed, sinking deep into the coral-colored comforter. "And I'm not going to be cast aside, locked in this pink prison of fluff day and night, while those 2 squirrels roam freely around my house, stealing the affections of my family. It's a good thing I'm just as brilliant as I am adorable," he remarked to Jane's stuffed unicorn. "This nonsense is going to stop, now." With great effort, Mr. Nemesis escaped the billowy down that encapsulated him.